Hi again, I'm John Nielsen with Wing Chun Hall, here to discuss Wing Chun, your best self-defense option, and today, where Wing Chun really came from. First, we tend to think of China as isolationist, but in reality, throughout most of the history of the world, China enjoyed healthy trade relations and cultural exchange with many Asian and European countries. For instance, in the Han Dynasty of 207 BC to 220 AD, China established trade with Europe along what is known as the Silk Road. Now, along with merchandise, we know the culture was also exchanged because of the existence of Nestorian Christianity in China from approximately 700 AD. In 1271 AD, Marco Polo used this route for part of his voyage to China during the reign of Kublai Khan. After the end of the Yuan-Mongol dynasty, the first Ming emperor launched a series of treasure voyages which established Chinese naval superiority in the region. However, upon his death in 1434, his successors ceased these treasure voyages and instead began a tribute system. Many have misunderstood this tribute system as Chinese isolationism, but in reality, it maintained Chinese maritime economic superiority for many ages. Now, China did try to centralize control of international trade, and these attempts are what led to what is commonly referred to as the Japanese pirate scourge of 1550. However, these Japanese pirates actually consisted of the Japanese, the Chinese, and Portuguese and Dutch sailors. In the 16th century, China enjoyed an independent economic system, meaning that while China refused to buy goods from other countries, it didn't cease to trade goods with other countries. It sold goods, and it sold tea and ceramics and silk to many foreign countries. And these goods were mainly bought with Spanish silver mined from Mexico. Before long, China enjoyed a monopoly on Spanish silver. That's what led the British East India Company to begin smuggling opium into China in an attempt to recover some of this silver. At that point, the Qing government tried to establish Chinese isolationism, but they were unsuccessful in their attempts, and foreign military victories eventually led to the parsing of China, which in turn led to the modern Chinese era. And it was during this period that Lung Jian was developing Wing Chun. Now, these people who traded with China tended to bring with them fighting men, because whether you traveled by caravan or by ship, you were bound to run into people who wanted to take your goods in the form of bandits or pirates. And you had to be prepared to defend your goods. And of course, these fighting men would exchange knowledge, tactics, techniques, and strategies with other fighting men and other friendly people that they met along the way. Marco Polo actually gives us a version of this in his book. Now, it's not the techniques of Wing Chun that make it unique, and it is helpful to stop thinking of defining Wing Chun in those terms. It is also helpful to understand that no martial arts system, including Wing Chun, is completely indigenous to any region of the world. Instead, any martial art, including Wing Chun, is a collection of knowledge from many global sources. And so as I continue this series of videos, I will discuss the influences on Wing Chun and what makes Wing Chun unique. Now, if you enjoyed this video and you would like to see more, please hit the like and subscribe button below. Also, if you would like to help me make more frequent and higher quality videos, please support me on Patreon. Many thanks. See you next time.